Let me tell you something. I still hear their voices echoing in my head. The laughter, the sneers, the way they looked at me like I was some deluded fool. I remember my father's eyes narrowing in disbelief, my mother's voice dripping with condescension, telling me I was wasting my life chasing science fiction. They said I'd fail, that I'd be an embarrassment to the family, that my obsession with biometric security was nothing but pie-in-the-sky nonsense. And just like that, I was cast out, discredited, fired, labeled as the crazy kid who thought he could change the world with non-invasive biometrics. But here's the truth I kept buried deep inside. I knew it was possible. I believed in it, even when every door slammed shut in my face. I knew that if I just kept pushing, kept fighting against the ridicule, I could prove them wrong. Because I wasn't chasing some foolish dream. I was chasing a future where security wasn't invasive, where identity was protected not by awkward scans or painful fingerprints, but by something invisible, something more human, more intuitive. And I paid a price for that belief. I was mocked, humiliated, discarded. I was told I'd never make it, that my ideas were too sci-fi, too impractical. But I didn't give up. I poured every ounce of my grit into reinventing myself, into perfecting that technology that everyone dismissed as impossible. I worked nights, sacrificed relationships, faced endless setbacks, and yet I held on to that core conviction that someday I'd show them all, that my work would transform the very fabric of security, and I'd finally be seen for what I truly was, a pioneer. Years passed. The breakthrough came when I finally cracked the code. Non-invasive biometric authentication that could read subtle physiological signals, heartbeat patterns, microexpressions, even brainwave signatures or physical contact. It was revolutionary. It was the future, and it was mine. The world didn't accept it overnight, of course. I faced skepticism, industry pushback, attempts to discredit me again. But slowly, the technology proved its worth. Governments adopted it for border security. Corporations used it for high-stakes transactions. And remote areas, places once considered uninhabitable, began to flourish. I used my success to fund environmental projects, turning barren lands into lush ecosystems, restoring life where there was once only dust and despair. My biometric security became a tool, not just for safety, but for healing and renewal. And now, after all those years of struggle, I'm returning home. Not as the foolish dreamer they once mocked, but as someone who turned their derision into fuel. I stand in front of them, a living testament to resilience, to the power of unwavering belief. Yet what I'm about to do is bigger than pride. It's about justice. It's about showing them what they failed to see, what I am. I step into the backyard of the old family house, where the land was once a barren patch of dirt, a place they told me was worthless. Now it's a sprawling, vibrant landscape, teeming with life. Trees tower over me, their leaves whispering stories of rebirth. Flowers bloom in wild, untamed colors. Bees hum in harmony. I look at my family standing in stunned silence, eyes wide as they take in the sight of the land I've transformed. Their faces, once full of dismissiveness, now flicker with a mix of shock, guilt, and reluctant admiration. I turn to face them, my voice steady but heavy with emotion. You told me I was wasting my time, that I was foolish for believing in what seemed impossible. You told me I'd fail. I'd be the embarrassment of the family. They stare, unable to find words, the weight of years pressing down on their shoulders. And yet, I continue, here I am. This land, this life, it's proof that I was right, that my work was worth every sacrifice, every moment of ridicule. You dismissed my dreams as sci-fi nonsense, but I proved that innovation isn't about what's easy or accepted. It's about what's necessary, about pushing boundaries even when everyone else turns away. A long silence stretches between us. Then my father, eyes moist but voice unsteady, finally speaks. We were wrong, he admits, voice trembling. We didn't see what you saw. We didn't believe in your vision. But you've shown us what true perseverance looks like. I nod, feeling a strange mix of relief and catharsis. This isn't just about land or success. It's about every moment I doubted myself, every time I wanted to give up because of their rejection. It's about the power of staying true to your purpose, even when the world tells you you're crazy. I look around at the thriving ecosystem I've built through my technology, a living, breathing testament to resilience and hope. It's a stark contrast to the barren land they once dismissed. And in that moment, I realize something profound. The greatest failures are the ones we never dare to pursue. The greatest betrayals are the ones we let define us. This land, this success, this life, it's my proof that dreams rooted in conviction can bloom into reality. That even those who mock us can be made to witness our transformation, our triumph, our redemption. I walk away from them, not in arrogance, but in quiet, unwavering confidence, because I know now the true victory isn't just in the success itself, but in the resilience it took to get here, in proving that no matter how fierce the storm, no matter how loud the doubters, you can carve your own destiny. And as I leave that yard behind, I carry with me the unshakable truth that what others mock as impossible is often just a challenge waiting to be conquered. That failure isn't final. It's merely a stepping stone to something greater. And that sometimes the greatest betrayal can become the catalyst for the most profound redemption. That's the lesson I hope everyone takes from my story. Never let the noise of doubt drown out your own voice. Because if you hold on to your vision, if you believe in your purpose, no matter how impossible it seems, you'll forge a path that not only changes your life, but transforms the world around you. And in the end, that's all anyone really wants, to be seen, to be believed, and to leave a mark that no one can erase.